What I'm going to be making for you today is a fennel sausage and peperonata sandwich with provolone cheese. All right, so I have my pork here. I am going to start with salt, all right? Now, fennel pollen. We have crushed red pepper, this spicy stuff. I have fennel seed. I have these guys, coriander seed. I have some sugar. Sugar kind of offsets the bite of the salt and it sort of evens it out. Smoked paprika. So I'm using a spoon to kind of just distribute things throughout our pork cubes. Now, all right, let's pull out the big machinery. Here we go. All right, we're gonna get these guys in and we just drop them kind of through, right? Once you get it going, and especially on the first like chunks of the meat, should sort of kind of like feed itself through. All right, so here we go. We're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in our cold mixer bowl. All in there. So I have my ground meat. I have my wine that I'm putting in there. And remember, salt plus agitation creates a protein called myosin. Don't worry about that, it's like very scientific. But that's that creates the primary bind. That's what's gonna make our sausage sticky. So here, you guys, come on up and just take a little look-see. So here, let me just show you this. Okay, and so like, put it on 4 for like 30 seconds, all right? And you're gonna see, okay. Now look at it. It looks really kind of sticky, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go sit down. We use our rubber spatula and we scrape off all, the paddle everywhere. Just let that hang out for a second. But let's get to these guys. Hog casings. These are the intestines. Okay. If you want to get a little water in there to start, maybe if you want to just give it like a little drop of oil just to kind of get things started. And then it's like this, hold it out and slide it right on, okay? You need to give it a trim and leave yourself a decent tail. This, see, it's sticky, right? That's because we spent that 30 seconds in there and whipped it up with the wine. So we get this guy piled high. All right, look at this. I've got this guy started. This is also why we leave a decent tail on here, right? So get it started, pull it back a little bit, and we're gonna tie this in a knot. Do the best you can.
It's a workout.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right. There we go. I'm looking around. I'm seeing if I have any bubbles. Not really, I have to say. It's a pretty firmly and evenly packed sausage, okay? So I am going to make this into 2 links that's going to fit into my bread. So like this, and then look what we do. We just give it a little twist, and look at what we have. And we'll just secure it with a little bit of butcher's twine. Just tie it right in the center there. Put a little oil in our pan, okay? You see the sizzle that I have going on here? It's a gentle sizzle, right? Is anything going bananas here?
No.
That's what we're looking for, all right? Nice and gentle. Peperonata is an Italian sort of like stewed pepper kind of thing, so time to practice.
Cutting.
Knife cuts, right, exactly. All right, so stem end, cut it off, all right? Then we cut it in half right through the middle. And then look what I have. I have a corner in which to peel it and take the first layer right off, okay? All right, so we take it, we slice to the back, but not through the back. No, cutty offy. And all the slices are the same size. With the back of the knife, we start way back here and we just pull it through. And then right downtown.
I've been cutting it on my life.
And there we go. All right. So quick, come on up. Onion right in there.
Oh, you have to wait for it to.
No, because we're sweating these guys, sauteing with no color. All right, but we're gonna give it a pinch of salt straight away. All right. So you can see, like, our onions have gone from like bright white to sort of translucent. We go from opaque, not see-through, to like, oh, they look cooked a little bit. Garlic. This is a bulb of garlic. This is a clove of garlic. Take your knife towards the edge of your board.
Oh, wow.
Give it a little whack.
I needed that the other day.
And then look at that. The skin flies right off. So then we're gonna cut our garlic cloves in half the long way. And put your knife right on it. And this is where you feel badass. Smash it. Ah, yeah. Get in there. Like, own it.
I would love that.
So what we're doing is we're smashing all the cells of the garlic. So when it hits that warm oil, ready to give off its garlic goodness. So there we go. All right, so then everybody together, and we're just gonna give it a little chop. So notice my hand position on the tip of our knife and on the handle, up and down, up and down. All right, and we kind of pivot back and forth. Go a couple times, get it all back together in a small area, and go in a different direction. Right in with our onions. So our peppers, a yellow pepper and a red pepper. Cut them in half, right in the middle. Cut it in half, right in the middle. Cut it from the flesh side or the inside. Here we go. Sticks, all the sticks the same. So, just finishing these up, and they are gonna go right in with my onions and garlic. Stir around, get coated in the oil, and like, let's just get this going. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of crushed red pepper. So, get that going. We have a little bit of tomato paste, a little tiny bit of red wine vinegar. We want to bring that acid because when you have things that are really fatty in your mouth and your mouth is coated with that acidic things, clean your mouth and they get you excited to take another bite. It makes flavors exciting. All right, so just, we're gonna get this stirred around. We want to get that tomato paste kind of cooked a little bit. So I'm going to give this red wine vinegar. Get that in there. And then we're gonna add water. So we'll cook this till it's sort of saucy, but mostly pretty dry. See, like what we've got going on here? Here, can you see? Yeah, come on up.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, like that, we're gonna cut the bread in half. All right, brush it, like nice even coating. And we're gonna toss it in the oven just to kind of get it toasted. And then once this is toasted, this is the last thing we're gonna do before the assembly.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we're gonna go over to the oven. So when our bread comes out of the oven, we're gonna lay the cheese on there. Why? Because it's warm and it's gonna start to melt everything.
And delicious.
It is also kind of a moisture barrier. If you have an issue with a blowout and things are not exactly done on the way, just throw them in your pan for a second. All right, there we go, see? We snuggle them in. The idea about a sandwich, whatever kind of sandwich it is, every bite of a sandwich should be the same. You know, so that means like put mayonnaise all the way to the corner. And it's like, you know, the worst thing when you get like a sandwich or a burger from somewhere and you're like, oh, can I, you know, the ketchup is all like right in one spot in the middle. Like evenly distribute stuff. Here we go. go. So a nice even layer of that because, you know, this adds moisture, it adds flavor, it adds color. And like we want every bite to have some of our pepper and sausage and look, and cheese, right? All right, here we go.
Oh my God, that's so good.